Hey everybody, welcome back. Here's another gem on the southwest part of town, about 25 minutes from the Strip. This is an all-you-can-eat option. This is a really nice place. Here you will find a more quality experience in both ambiance and food. You may have tried Korean barbecues, but there's not too many places that have this kind of quality. Located on Durango and Robindale, this place is not far from the amazing Ponton Katsuya from my last video. This place is called Gung Korean Barbecue. They've recently added an all-you-can-eat course along with their amazing a la carte menu. The restaurant is very modern and very spacious. There's just enough cultural decor to make you realize you're at a Korean barbecue. The setup of this restaurant can accommodate parties of all sizes, whether you come with a small group or a large party. And the interesting thing is they even have some traditional seating, almost like a tatami room, but it's kind of a hybrid because you can still be seated like you're at a table. But the cushions kind of give you the feeling that you're at a really authentic place. Today I just wanted to do an a la carte menu. Although they do have all you can eat. The all you can eat comes in 3 different packages starting at $26.95 with 30 plus selections, and then a $32.95 with 40 plus selections, and then the highest one at $39.95 with 50 plus selections. But for some reason today I didn't feel like doing an all-you-can-eat package. I just wanted the flexibility of ordering anything I wanted on the menu. So I just browsed the menu and picked out whatever seemed interesting to me. They had such a large selection of Korean dishes that even if they didn't have the barbecue, they would still qualify for a Korean restaurant. Like this short rib stew. Look at the size of this short rib. But the Korean barbecue is what I came to eat. So what I did was start off with a combination platter. This is the Wagyu combination platter. Now there are different grades of Wagyu beef. This one comes in at $115. So that tells me right away that this is not A5. A5 grade Wagyu beef is going to be really expensive. But Wagyu beef goes from A to B to C. Japan and Australia have their unique set of grading scales. There's something called a BMS, the Beef Marble Score. The Beef Marble Score scores the beef for the fat content, the color, the texture, how much marbling. The fattier, more tender cuts of beef are prized by those who love Wagyu beef. The fat gives it a more rich and creamier texture, more tenderness. Now here, you're not gonna have A5 grade Wagyu beef. However, you will notice a little bit of a difference between their regular basic cuts. But now how much difference? I didn't see too much of a difference in certain cuts of meat, like this one, the thin flats. These were very similar to the regular Korean barbecue course. So if you want to save money, you will still get some tender pieces in the regular courses. They also have 2 kinds of shrimp here. They have the garlic shrimp and then the tiger shrimp. The tiger shrimp is limited in the regular all-you-can-eat unless you get a la carte, then you get more pieces. They also had scallops. These weren't jumbo scallops, but they were pretty decent sized. But because they weren't the jumbo size, you have to pay attention not to overcook them on the grill. I'm pretty sure that if they had jumbo scallops, it's gonna cost quite a bit more. With all the problems with the supply chain and prices being what they are, it's almost getting out of hand. I have a habit of starting every Korean barbecue meal with beef brisket. That's because beef brisket is not marinated and it leaves less of a burn mark on your grill. The sugar content from the marinated beef usually winds up burning the grill much faster. Usually after the beef brisket, I order other beef dishes and forget about the seafood. But today I managed to remember to get some of the seafood and give it a try. I felt like changing up my normal routine. But the Wagyu course is what I was interested in. I've had the Wagyu course before, but this was before COVID, and it was really good. But I wanted to see if the quality was still the same. These marbled pieces to the left, they were really tender. They were really good. Some of the other pieces may not have been as tender, but there was a little bit of a difference. Now, to me, the difference wasn't all that much because the regular all-you-can-eat courses do have some pretty tender pieces in there. The marbled pieces to the left in this Wagyu course was incredible. It was extremely tender and juicy. Some of the other pieces were not as tender, but still they were good cuts of beef, very premium, nice and clean. The whole Wagyu course was really good. This might be a good option if you're not a huge eater. The all-you-can-eat will give you more for your money, especially if you can eat a lot. And if you go to their website in the description below, you will find their menu. You can read all the items in their standard all-you-can-eats. They do have a large variety. You might even get a Wagyu piece or two if you select the most expensive package. The best thing about Korean barbecue is grilling the meats and seafood at your table. But as you know, Korean barbecues have many other side dishes that come complimentary, and appetizers and individual dishes that you can order in addition to the meats. You can easily find your table getting filled up with food and dishes. It's similar to a buffet experience, only you don't have to walk around to get your food. Everything's brought to your table. Let me state the best things about this place. The Wagyu course, the tiger shrimp, very firm, very muscular. The variety in dishes and appetizers besides the all-you-can-eat. Another positive thing is the all-you-can-eat itself. Even the most standard course at $26.95 is full of quality meats, tons of appetizers and side dishes. It's a great value for your money. Here are the 3 packages that you can choose from for the all-you-can-eat fare. The standard one at $26.95 is more than enough. Look at what you get in this standard all-you-can-eat. I couldn't even put everything on the screen because there's too many. There's all kinds of dishes. And this is even more of what you get on the standard all-you-can-eat. I couldn't put everything on here because there's just too many. But that's the quality experience that you can get from this place, Goong Korean Barbecue. Great place and great food. That's gonna do it for this one. We'll see you all on the next video.